Welcome to Wacker Push Productions. In this video, I'll demonstrate how to make an annotated timeline using the website Canva. An annotated timeline is a timeline that contains pictures, quotes, and other types of information along with the dates listed in chronological order. We will use this website to make an annotated timeline for the causes of the Civil War. The first step is to find Canva. Use whichever search engine you prefer. Go to the search bar and type in Canva. Canva is spelled like the word canvas without the S at the end. Most likely it'll be the first result that pops up. Go ahead and select that link. And then you're going to log into your account or create an account. If you already have an account, go ahead and click on this green icon up here and you'll log in most likely through your Google Apps account. However, if you do not have a Canva account yet, you would go to this side of the page, click on the Education tab, and you'll register and create a free account. I already have an account, so I'm going to go through this one. Once you've located and have logged into Canva, you're ready to begin step 2, which is exploring the website and selecting a template that you'd like to use for your annotated timeline. So once you've logged into Canva, you should take a moment to kind of peruse and look through the different options that are here and notice the layout of the website. Right away, your eye should be drawn to the left-hand side, where you can see at the top here your username and your profile. You can click on this if you want to edit any part of your profile, like your settings, your password, data, and content like that. Underneath it is the big green Create a Design button. When you're ready to begin building your product on Canva, you can click on that, and you can begin the process. We'll be clicking on that in a little bit here. And then underneath it is other features that you can find with Canva and use. Anything you create will be stored in all your designs tab, so you can go back and work on them, review them at a later date. You can skip the use Canva 1.0. We're currently using Canva 2.0, and this is for features from the 1.0 setup, which I would not recommend using. You should stick with the 2.0 that we have now. Underneath that is to share with you one of the great features of Canva is you can work collaboratively with other peers to make products on this site. And so anything that someone has shared with you that they want you to edit or see gets sent to this tab here. It's similar to what happens on Google Drive. Below that is team members. You can create groups of people that work on projects, and so it makes it easier to sort of delegate and collaborate with other individuals on Canva. You can skip the Your Brand. It's not very helpful. And then the design school at the very bottom is quick little tutorial videos on how to make edits using Canva. We will not need to use that because I'll show you the different things you need for our project. One tab that I do want to click on and show you is the Find Templates. If you click on this, you can sort of look at the most popular templates that are available on Canva. And you can click any one of these for a future project of your choice, and you can make whatever image or creation you want from these. If you look on the left side, you'll see a variety of templates as well. You can peruse and browse through these and see different things that can be created using Canva, like menus, certificates, book covers, ID cards, tickets, and so on. So you have all kinds of fun things you can build with Canva that makes the product in a very visually stimulating way. If you'd like to avoid sifting through several dozen templates, though, you can just do the search bar at the top and type in whatever you're looking for. Now we're ready to begin making our product. I'm going to click on Create a Design, and then we'll search here what we want to build. You should search timeline because we're trying to create a annotated timeline. We have two options available. We have a wedding timeline planner and a timeline infographic. I think we'll skip the wedding one, and the infographic works great because infographics are visually stimulating ways of presenting information, and that's what we want to do with our timeline. Once you clicked on that, you have a variety of templates that are listed here on the left side. If they cost money, they'll tell you, and if they're free, they'll tell you at the bottom as well. You should look through your options and select the free one that you want to use. I'm going to take this one because it's sports, and I like the layout of it. We are now ready to begin part 3, which is editing our template to create our annotated timeline. Before we begin editing our template, let's take note of some of the new features available on our dashboard here on the left. You'll see several icons that are listed vertically, the first of which is templates. You can use this tab and the different features here to change the template that you are using or to add new templates. So if for some reason I decide I no longer like this style, I can just click on one that's over here that I do like maybe this one. and it'll switch it out for a new one. I'm going to stick to the one I had before. It's also worth noting that some of these are free, and occasionally some of these will cost money. You'll see a price sign, like $1 or $2 below for the ones that cost money. I'd recommend using the free ones. We also have an Elements tab where you can bring over shapes, images, pictures, stock photos, graphics, and it's similar to the changing of the templates. You just sort of click on something, and you just drag it over, and then it's there. And if you want to get rid of it, while it's highlighted, you just click delete. You can also change the style of grid you have, so if you don't like these vertical rows or horizontal rows, you can put in a different style grid for your timeline. So you have a lot of flexibility. The next tab is for text. You can add different styles of text, and I'm going to do that with the title of our timeline. So here I'm going to delete this, and I do that by hovering over, and it can be a little awkward, hovering over and then deleting, and then I'm now going to take this one, I'm going to drag it, click and drag over, and I now have a new title font. I'm going to call it, let's see, this is by Mr. Wacker. And what the product is the road to the Civil War timeline. And I can shrink the size of that by highlighting, clicking here, and going to different size there. Let's pull it down to see my name, and there we go. That's how you edit with the fonts. You can do it with any one of these. So if you want to make this font bigger, you just highlight it, and you increase the size. You can also change the type of font that you're using here by clicking on these as well. So we'll go Special Elite just to see. You can change the size of the boxes by clicking on the tabs. And you can move them around by getting the crosshairs on here as well. You can also edit the background of your image by hitting this tab. And for this one here, each of these boxes are actually not part of the background, but the white lines in between are. So I could click on any one of these free items. I'll go with this one. And as a result, I now have this color on my background. I can change that color by clicking here and going with a gray or something different, depending on what I like. I liked it the way it was, so I'm going to hit the undo and bring it back to how it looked before. And then the last thing you should be aware of is you can upload pictures online. So these are ones I've already saved previously, but you can upload an image by clicking on Uploads, hitting the blue box at the top, and then you can scroll through your features and select a picture you want to open as one of your background images. You can also go online, search for a picture, save it, and you can use it as well, which is what you're going to want to do for creating our timeline. One last piece of editing information is how to increase the size of your timeline or to make more pages. You can do this by scrolling to the bottom, clicking on the button that says Add a New Page, and when you do this you get a blank spot. And inside this blank spot, you can click and drag over a template to use. So I'm going to use the same one again. Click, drag, boom. And now I have 2 pages for my timeline. You can also use different styles of templates as well and mix and match as you desire to create a unique design of your own. If you wish to move one page up and one page down or vice versa, you can use these arrows to move the page up or down. You can also duplicate the page by clicking on this, or you can delete the page if you no longer want to use it. We are now ready to begin editing our annotated timeline. I'll demonstrate how to make one box so you know what you need to do. Each of these boxes will represent a date and a picture and information for your timeline. So in this first one here, we got the year 1848, and this is going to be the creation of the Free Soil Party, and I'll say that it was a significant third party created in opposition to slavery. Great. Now I'm going to delete this picture. I clicked on it and I hit the delete bar. I'm now going to go to my uploads and I'm going to click on image that's related to it, and we have a pretty famous picture of free soilers. It's a famous political cartoon. I'm going to decrease the size, and I now have one page or one date done for my timeline. And from there, I'm just going to continue to add in dates and information and pictures and edit the timeline to my heart's desire. And voila, this is a great start to our timeline. When you finish creating your annotated timeline, you can go to the top right, click the download button. You're going to want to download it as a PDF and then save the file. From there, you'll be able to share it through email or you can upload it to your Google Drive. And there it is. You have now seen how easy it is to create an annotated timeline using the website Canva. You have gone from being the apprentice to being the master, and now you have the power, you have the force to create your own annotated timeline. So go forth and do it, and build your timeline, and make sure you submit it before the deadline. Good luck.